Hi folks, and welcome back to the vlog. Those of you who are eagle-eyed may have noticed I didn't post a vlog last week. Apologies for that. In truth, it was because I didn't film enough content to make it worthy of posting. I didn't want to put something out there that felt half finished. So I've done some work on the vlog, the purpose of it, why I'm doing it, and what I want it to say, and what I want to put out into the world. And hopefully this will be the start of a new structure to the vlog, something you can rely on each week and hopefully find entertaining and interesting, and at times, I guess, educational too. So I've started to do it with this week's vlog, but really that will kick in essence next week. So look forward to that. This week's been busy. It's always busy. We have been working on and have announced John's very first Fiddle Weekend. The booking was opened today and is already filling up pretty fast. So if you are interested in that, now is the time to book. We've also reopened the potting shed, which is really exciting and something that we can plan on doing more of over the summer month, which is exciting too. And we've also had some time to do some social stuff too. So it's all included in this week's vlog. I hope you enjoy it.
Like you see it there. I don't actually know if I'm on the green or not, but it's close enough to use a putt out. So.
Callan and I are out golfing, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's you that's golfing. I'm just out for a nice walk. Callan's a total keen golfer, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's very pleasant walking around here in the sunshine, I must say. Callan's picked a good sport for this. Of course, most days are not like this, but I'm happy to walk around with him, and it's great to see him playing well. Okay, Fiddle Weekend then. What is your vision for it?
People have asked me over the years, generally at festivals, or people just saying, do you teach fiddle? I always feel like I'm still learning all the time. So I've never felt in a position where I can pass on or even try to teach somebody how to do it properly. But then that changed. I went to Belfast last summer to teach at this.
You've loved that?
It's an amazing thing. It's called the Belfast Trad Fest. It was a few hours a day. But two things happened in that. One was that I kind of fell in love with playing the fiddle again. Also, because I got into the habit of teaching, it was every day for 5 days. There was a really nice rhythm happened. It became very comfortable. Over the course of that week, I loved it. And so much so that the idea of launching my own Fiddle Weekend happened. So here we are. It's on the 5th and 6th of July.
Yep. Here
at Fossaway Stables in the beautiful Perthshire. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, we've done a bit of work on the scheduling and what each day looks like. So Saturday and Sunday are similar but slightly different. What are kind of the highlights, do you think, for people?
I think what's lovely about spending 2 days together is that there's time.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really happen. Actually talk about breathing, talk about performance, talk about arrangements.
Yeah.
So there'll be classes, there'll be a master class, there'll be tunes, but there'll be time for them to play together too. For it to one-on-one while other people are playing. I've toured for 35 years. I've played with lots of different people. So if anybody's interested in recording or producing or arranging, then there'll be time to talk about it all. There'll be time to play, learn new tunes, learn technique, and there'll be a session. There'll be pizza.
Pizza.
So it's going to be fun.
So how's it been going with Jess, girls?
Good. Yeah, really good. Yeah. We've both improved quite a bit on her. Yeah. It's good just being able to do different things on her, and she's such a good girl that she's just fine with us.
Yeah. She's very good with her canter.
Yeah.
You're both feeling a bit more confident with the canter now?
Yeah, a lot more. The trot is extremely fast.
Yeah.
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 What's next with her, do you think?
Maybe jumping?
Yeah, jumping.
So this week we reopened the potting shed. The potting shed is our little farm stand here just at the front of the property. This year we are trialling an honesty system, which means we obviously don't have to staff it, but it does mean we're relying on people being honest, which has not been a problem before, but also there's the potential to lose that personal touch, which is really important for us here. This is our home, we want to welcome people to it. So very conscious of that and trying to still be around, but at the same time not being tied to this one spot, because as is the case with running a place like this, there are so many jobs to do that me standing in one spot for 4 or 5, 6, 8 hours, whatever it is, isn't really sustainable long term. So we're trialling the honesty system. We're going to see how that goes, but with the openness to returning to a staffed option if that makes more sense, and that's what people want. I think with any new business like this, or aspect to a business, the trial is really important to try and work out what works for us and what works for our customers, and trying to find that sweet spot where everybody is getting what they want from it. So that's kind of where we're at. This is only week 1 of reopening it. Our stock is kind of light at the moment because we're just at the very start of the growing season. We've not got loads of produce left from last year, but we've got bits and pieces. We are doing our soup sacks. We've got our eggs, which the hens have started laying again, which is great. We have pastries, so we've got almond croissants, we've got chocolate muffins, we've got cookies, we've got shortbread, we've got Tunnocks tea cake, and teas and coffees available for people to come and self-serve and sit out in the beautiful surroundings. So because of the honesty system, it means we can extend our hours. So before last year, we were just mornings we were open, which is quite restrictive. It was difficult for people to remember when we were open. We weren't open every day, etc. So what we're going to trial along with this honesty system trial is longer opening hours. So our current trial is Monday to Saturday, 10 till 5. And that should give people more of a window to come and stock up on all the bits and pieces. I think also because this is our home, it's so difficult often to balance what's personal and what's commercial. And although the temptation might be, particularly because of the honesty system, to have this open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, we want to protect a little bit of space and time for ourselves as a family too. So hence the decision to have Sunday off. It means that we've got time to enjoy our home just ourselves as a family. I think is important and something that we should want to protect. We do have some exciting product in the pipeline. With always these things take a little bit of organising, but we've reached out to local artisan makers and suppliers, as well as developing our own offering as well. So we're really excited that though we're starting small at this point in the year, we're going to be building that over the summer. So I really hope, even if you come along now and there's not what you're after right now, when you do come back, we'll have more. We will make sure that we keep the social media channels and our website really up to date with what's available, so that you're not taking an unnecessary drive out. But I would love for you to be involved from the start and see it grow. So that's our plan. Please do come along and check it out for yourself, see what you think, and if possible, I will be around here, so I would love to meet you all. Hey, we're off to do something really cultured, aren't we?
Yeah.
Not Tesco, which you can see in the background, but we're going to go to see our friend's art exhibition.
It's my school friend called Francis Macdonald. He plays drums in a band called Teenage Fan Club. Soundtrack to my childhood. And he became a painter. When his kids got him a sketchbook for Christmas, he discovered he could draw. So we're just going to go see it and support our pal.
Francis,
Karen,
tell me about your artwork. This is a new project?
fairly new.
Newish?
Yes, yeah, I mean art in general as a hobby. Yes. About 3 years ago, I decided to start drawing every day. I I dared myself to start drawing and put the drawings online.
Okay.
Because true enough, I had this art book for a year and it was empty. But what's the cure for being too shy?
Okay.
And if you do something every day and don't worry about it being better or worse than the day before, you stick at it and over time you get a bit better.
How do you decide what you're going to paint that day?
Well, I started doing portraits and I would just think of anyone, and the first few were all people from my childhood, people that were on television. And when I'd stick it online, people would guess who it was, and when they guessed who it was, I got a sense of achievement. I started to run out of people to draw. And so now, instead of thinking of comedians or Scottish painters, I'm Googling Cuban playwrights, Russian philosophers, just to find a face that I fancy drawing. But when I don't draw faces, we've got a dog, Sita, the Romanian rescue, and so when I can't think of anyone else to draw, I draw Sita.
You draw Sita.
And we named the exhibition after Sita because she's a VIP along with all these celebrities.
How long are you here for?
So the exhibition runs until the 27th of April. It's in this beautiful space, Fire Station Creative. The guy that runs it, Ian Moyer, is an artist. He's done lots of exhibitions as a curator, and he gave me a lot of encouragement a couple of years ago to keep going, and invited me to have an exhibition here. So I think he gets one a month, and this one runs to the end of April, and it's great to be here.
Brilliant. One last question. How does it feel to be John's second best friend now?
Second best friend.
I'm his best friend now.
Oh, see, yes. I'm very happy to pass the.
We bought a painting. It wasn't your favourite one in the show, but all the good ones were gone apparently.
I'm sure Frank will enjoy saying all the good ones were gone. You're left with all the rubbish ones. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that being in that space. The fire station in Dunfermline.
A really cool space. Frank's paintings are great. I love seeing them up close. Really like the one that we got.
No, I agree. I liked him saying, that thing about if you want to do something, just try and do it.
Love that.
I love that because so many people say, oh, I could never play an instrument. I could just get yourself a piano or a guitar, whatever. Get yourself a sketchbook.
Yeah.
I just thought, he's our total pal, but I just felt kind of proud of him today or something where I just thought, he's made that happen.
Absolutely.
A few years ago he wasn't a painter, now he's got an exhibition.
I know. Fabulous. I'm excited to get it home and we can put it pride of place.
In the toilet.
In the toilet. Here's Callan. Callan's live on the vlog. How was that?
Good.
Play well?
Yeah.
Good.
Can I get something to drink and eat?
Of course you can. Okay. It's really sunny outside, so what we decided to do, we're going to have a barbecue for tea tonight. I bought this barbecue 2 years ago, built it last summer, and never used it, so we've got no idea quite what we're doing. John's trying to work it out just now. I can hear a soundtrack of frustration outside, so let's go and see how he's getting on.
Hi.
How you getting on?
I'm doing okay, thanks. I didn't train as a coal man or anything.
Yeah.
Or like a barbecue thing, so this is the first time I've ever tried to light a barbecue. I think it's going well.
Yeah.
I'm ready to serve dinner. Okay.
Okay, good. So this is Pullman. He has been off work for about 2 years. He had an injury and he has been just being a horse in a field for that length of time. And we're bringing him back into work because I would like to be able to hack out with Cora on Jess. I think it'll be kind of fun. He's very, very sound. Stand, my phone now. He has recovered fully. He's had to sign off from everybody. But he is an excitable chap. So what we want to do is make sure that he's comfortable wearing tack again before I venture getting on him, because he was rather spicy on the lunge the other day, and we'll see what he's like today. But yeah, he's a very special boy. He's absolutely a member of the family. But I think it would be good for him to have a wee job to do. Not a competitive job, but a job where he can keep his mind busy, because he gets himself in all sorts of nonsense in the field. Don't you? Hi, monkey. Just like that, that's the end of the week. We're finishing the week with the sun shining, proper blue skies, which is always a good thing. It's been a good week. I feel like I have made a little bit of progress, and things are clearer in my head of how to package everything and make it all a bit more manageable. So this will be the last of the vlogs in this kind of format, and there'll be a wee bit more structure to them going forward, which should hopefully feel, I don't know, a bit more put together, if you like. But I didn't want to miss another week, and I wanted to include some of the footage that we've got. So a lot of it, I think, with the vlogging is being as disciplined as you possibly can. It's obviously routines. I've done this before. I used to do this all the time, and it was a part of my life. But this time round, it's just been a little bit harder to remember to make it part of my life. It's maybe a good sign that I'm far more engaged in my real life than in the digital one. But at the same time, want to capture more than I am and share more of this with you, because we are so lucky to live here and have the opportunities that we do. It happens to be Easter Sunday as I'm filming this, which is lovely, and we are heading into Edinburgh now to have a family dinner with myself, John, the kids, my mum and dad, and my brother, sister-in-law and nephews who are over from the States at the moment, which is gorgeous. So we're going to go and do that this afternoon. I'm looking forward to that. We've had a wonderful Easter, and I'll see you all next week.